almost had to come in here and do my makeup. You know what I mean? Get fancy.
I love that
Get
we
all
just
hot.
started and you started talking about you can make it fun.
Did I really? Oh.
Yes, I did too when you started that. It's oh, this is already a great start to the show. Let's have a CHL overtime. I am Verkeezy. I am alongside the little one. It's Zach here. And then my lovely, lovely GM, Domi.
What up?
And then we got Auto Jets.
Wow.
Like all the way up to it, like, and we have this guy.
No,
Okay,
no wow factor.
I'll give everyone a guy that has somewhat turned around the shit Mooseheads. There we go. Is that better?
Hey, the Moose Knuckles.
Oh,
Yeah,
the Mooseheads.
12-5-2 since Epic Jaron left. But I'm not keeping. No one's keeping account though.
Oh, you just had randomly hit that number, okay?
Yeah, no, I'm just like memorized. I got it, dude.
Alright, this week, power rankings, I honestly do not know when they're coming out. We've had so many deadlines that haven't been met on that. They're supposed to come out tonight, but obviously, as you can see in the forums, they're not coming out tonight. Alright, our first little discussion is the Drummondville and Susie trade, where everyone thinks that it was basically a fire sale on Patan, basically trading everybody away for absolutely nothing. I want to get everybody else's thoughts on this before I can actually go on about what actually happened. Zach, do you have any feelings about this?
Yeah, I'd like to go. I like to go first. I was part of Drummondville for a little while, talking to Youngblood and Trediac, and what I got is that I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for this or not, but Zeno and Seventh agreed on it. They were just gonna let it go through, and then McDonald stepped in and was like, "Put those trades back." That's what I got from it.
But
Okay. Very short, very simple.
Yeah, I'm not going too far in depth with it, but yeah.
Jets, you got anything?
I think there was a lot of circumstantial evidence that made it kind of look fishy. Obviously Patan quitting, that kind of made it kind of fishy. Trying to think. Him just selling his his top players just for really not much there, and I don't know. I always thought that both Buck and Patan always had something going there, because if I was in a party with him, he was always talking about they were moving their TCs all the time so they could get random assignments and all this stuff. It was kind of like they just had this certain thing going. I don't know. Buck says they had no involvement in it, but I don't know. I don't know. And I'm glad it got called back, because a lot of people were upset with it, and I think it was a good idea for them to. Yeah.
Could I also add a little bit of extra? Afterwards, after the fact, Patan and Youngbuck were trying to agree. Youngbuck was asking who is your line over there, and they're just gonna try to get him. So I mean, it sounds really fishy, but of course, we don't know all the stuff that happened. So go ahead, Domi.
Yeah.
How many players went to Drummondville and how much went to Sioux?
Oh, six guys went to Sioux.
Yeah, six
Okay,
went
what was
to
it the other
Sioux,
way
and I
around?
think 10 went to Drummondville.
Okay, well,
It was like
'cause I was
10
thinking-
starters for the Sioux.
because I thought it was a lot to a little. That's what I'm saying. If that was the case, then he was everyone's been doing it. North Bay did it, where they basically trade away all their players for nothing, so that their training camp is the lowest, so that all new assignments that come into the league go to that team.
Yeah.
I did find it fishy how I even said it to Breck and Seventh inside of Kick. I was like, I guarantee you that Patan goes to the Volt, and then no one's going to get him other than the AHL team. Sure enough, it says he got manually assigned to the team, which I thought was a little fishy. But Seventh said that because McDonald put him basically in the CHL, that's why it says manually. But I think it's a little fucking fishy, if you ask me.
It did at first. Yeah, we have a little WhatsApp group of our CHL overtime, and we just let Seventh in it for randomly. And thankfully, he was the one that let it kind of settle all through. Patan was having personal issues. I don't know. I'm not at right to say what those issues are, but he was having personal issues. Um, he couldn't GM anymore, but he still wanted to play, as many of us other people have. But his trade at first, like no one really said, Patan never really said that he was gonna quit for sure until it happened. So that trade it had like the only reason it got revoked was because it happened. The trade happened, and then less than 24 hours later, Patan quit. And that's the only reason that it kind of sets up red flares. And then there's also what you said when it says manually assigned. But as Seven even showed us pictures there's literally not a tool on there where you can actually manually assign people.
Well, there is, but if they're already on a team, then it doesn't allow you to do it. But yeah. I mean, like I know what his situation was. Obviously, I'm not going to say that either, but he knew what his situation was prior to making that trade. So if you knew that was going to happen, you shouldn't have made that trade because you know it's going to get reversed anyways.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just feel like they wanted to try and do it, see if they can get away with it, which obviously didn't happen out so well. But
yeah. And another thing that kind of made it fishy as well was I think 10 new starters for 6 Drummondville TC players.
Yeah.
But as well, if anybody kind of knows those other players that were on Drummondville TC, they were starting material, but Drummondville literally had no spot for them. But I mean, then you also run into the fact, well, why the hell are you getting starters when you don't even have room for 6?
Yeah.
But I mean, in a way, I don't really understand it too much. I really don't think it should have been reversed. I mean, obviously, luck of the draw. Patan got onto the Bolts, which is another reason why it's sent up red flares because the GM manually gets assigned to the team where he just traded.
Two ways, in my opinion. Either he goes there, if he gets traded, if he gets to play on the Volts, all those players go back. If all those players get to stay there, then he gets banned. That's my, you can't have both. You can't be on that team and plus keep those players, because then that's fucking fishy as hell.
Yeah.
It really did. But I mean, there's also a skeptical where like, whether you and me, we know some of the story, and I know just about every damn thing there is to it. But I'm literally not at liberty to say what all happened. Well, either way, I will stand up for the Volts, and I will stand up for Patan. What happened was not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, them trying to get Patan, trading all their TC away to get him. I mean, that probably was in the plan, but I don't think him quitting and then him getting automatically assigned is what. I mean, it's still a fishy situation. I mean, it obviously got dealt with. Everyone's back on their old teams. I mean, it really sucks because, like as Carr said on the forum, he's trying to make the best out of it. I mean, I honestly wouldn't want to play for the damn Sioux right now because Patan also said that Legion is a complete dick.
Oh, I actually talked to Legion after it all happened because he actually came up to me saying that he was wondering if I can get one of the playmaker / scorers on the team, and I was like, okay, well you have like $8 million cap that you can spend to make some trades. I mean, I'm definitely not going to get rid of anybody on my active roster, but there's definitely lots of other teams that's possible. He's like, I might have to do that because literally everyone on the team doesn't like me. They basically played on the team because of Patan. So I mean, in my opinion, I don't see it. Like Legion could tough it out and stay, but I mean, he's a first-year GM, is he not? I'm pretty sure he might jump out too.
Yeah, I honestly do not see that team succeeding anymore. I think it's another team you can count out, and it's only a matter of time before they go downhill.
Yeah, and it's sad because it seems like a lot of teams this year, it's like if a GM gets bounced out, it's like a lot of those players on those teams were only playing because of that GM or for that team because of that GM, and they're asking to be traded. So like this past week, I made a good trade with St. John's because they got rid of Glory because of the just big whole mess at St. John's. and they had some solid players. So I made a trade with them because they all wanted to go, and kind of got. I have my roster, what I hope stays the same for the rest of the year, which probably won't happen. But our roster is really solid with depth right now because of those trades. But and it's just it's sad because also when Epe John tried to fight me back because I was trying to get him removed because he was not helping, a lot of players were already saying that they would not play for Epic John if I wasn't there. Because I was really the only person keeping that team in balance whatsoever. So yeah, and it stinks, but
Zach, you
I
got
mean-
some serious background noise and it's kind of hurting my ears.
Yeah, me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go. Whatever. I'll go try to tell him to be quiet.
Oh,
Tell him
okay.
shut
If it's
up.
other people, then I was sitting down and started talking.
Rebellion.
Hey, Breck tells you guys to shut the
Don't get
fuck
pounded.
up.
I wait for the Bob, no!
Could you just imagine their family just playing Wii out there? Just like, go. Yeah.
Oh my god! Like I don't know what it is, but it kind of really hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up!
And then your dog barks.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got dogs fighting in the background. I got this one up my ass. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but it also seems like the CHL it's kind of turned into a point where it seems like the best GMs are really testing the bounds, the rules, and they know how to get away with trade raping kids because they're going after these unexperienced GMs and getting a lot of good players for really not that much. And I mean that's just being experienced though. That's
That
really
can be
being
solved real quick by checking people's stats. Though.
exactly. But that's what like it makes it hard for the CHL because it's like a lot of GMs will like they'll say they're good and they haven't played a game, but really they just don't know what the heck they're talking about the kid. Like
It's. I mean, I've done it to other people. Like I have trade rate people. Obviously, I've fucking GM for CHL for way too long.
Yeah.
But I knew that get you to laugh. Yeah, I mean, like I've done it to people too, but it's not against the rules.
Oh, it's not.
Ask that player that you're trading for to play a game and a drop-in, as long as you don't mention anything about you trying to go after him or anything. So, I mean, there's ways around it. Like, you don't have to get raped by doing that. You can ask somebody if they want to play an OTP game, see how they play. Obviously, you know how they play by, if they pass the puck, use the boards, whatever. I mean, you don't have to be trade rape. There's so many ways around it.
Yeah, well, that's just like being just experienced. Like we know, like that when we're about to get like trade rate because like we've done it and like we know how to do it. So it's like I mean, it's a little bit like easier in the AHL because you can look and if they haven't played like a CHL game, you know that they obviously probably aren't the best. Like when you have TC, but I mean here it's kind of hard because they might not play. They'll say, yeah, we just don't have a roster spot for them. We would pull them up. Our lines are set and all that. But yeah, a lot of GMs won't go out of their way to play an OTP game just for like one trade right there because they're kind of like a lot of GMs will like push people to make the trade there and now, and like that's what I felt like with like a couple teams because like yeah.
I feel like there's something really prominent this season, like to deal with like GMs and stuff. Like, there's a lot of teams, and I think it's happening. I think it's happening. Wait, you guys can't hear me at all?
No.
We can hear you. It's just don't being stupid. Go on.
Okay. I think it's happening a lot this season because there's a lot of guys who are new, who like came from other leagues or just came from the GMs recruiting people. It's like the fact that there's a whole bunch of teams just requesting trades. And you're putting the GMs in like a really bad spot, and I feel like you shouldn't be doing that. Just stick it out and see what happens. But it's just really frustrating to people, to just my friends and all that stuff. It just CHL's a joke this season, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm just putting that out there. It just is.
It really is. Like everyone now is like, oh, CHL is so much fun. They weren't around for season 3 and season 4.
Oh, exactly.
Shit, season 3 we had every league.
Exactly.
We literally had the Q, we had the O, we had the WHL. Season 4, I mean, we still had the WHL and the QWHL, but it was still very competitive.
Yeah, we had full Q and full O. I mean, full W. No, season 4 was so much fun. Yeah,
Yeah, those
yeah,
are those are gonna be like the Hall of Fame years of the
yeah,
CHL.
exactly. Yeah, that was one of the
I
things.
think you're only saying that because you were 9 mil. That's the
No,
only reason why.
Where were
no.
you, Zach?
Yeah, exactly. Were you
I
born then?
was on the worst team in the CHL like those 2 seasons.
Was that in their training camp or in their active roster?
Oh,
Well, obviously I had family issues, but whatever.
Oh, okay. For a whole year?
Yeah, I'm a scrub, whatever. I admit it, I am a scrub. I am legit
That's all I'm saying.
terrible at the
hey,
NHL. Alright.
at least admit it. That's the good thing. But
But yeah, obviously family issues also came into play, but even if I didn't have it, they wouldn't give me a chance. So
that's when I thought I was the best goalie in the whole LG thing website. I was such a cocky son of a bitch at the time. I hated playing against the Titans though, or Domi's team at the time. We would always just get worked when I was on Shikutimi. Hated that. Worst ties of season 4. But yeah,
We're gonna go into our little CHL standings and who's hot or not. Right off the bat, I'm gonna go ahead and say the Armada. The Armada are freaking hotter than hell. It's ridiculous how much they've changed. Honestly,
yeah,
getting Dillo, I think they got Dillo.
yeah, they do
Yeah, that was a big pickup for them.
for sure.
He's on IR right now, though. So, I mean,
Yeah,
we'll see how this upcoming week goes for him.
yeah, that was Yeah, Armada's they've become a really tough and scary team, especially with Dillo, and they're coming together at least. Good.
are we all picking a team that's hot?
Yeah.
Okay, well my pick. Don't call me biased, but I think the Belleville Bulls are hot. 8-2-0 in the last 10, and actually it's 10-0 in the last 10 because you just won 2 games. Or I don't know how that works, but we just won 2 games, destroyed Lake Erie 12-2, and then can't remember the other team like 6-1 and so.
Yeah. For like my hot team again. I mean, I don't want to say my team really, but we did beat Armada 7-3 last week, and we did beat Drummondville 9-2, but it ended up becoming a forfeit because of a stupid mistake I made, which I'd rather not go into. And then beat Moncton 10-7 and Quebec 4-1. But yeah, like I guess I'll say how my team's I guess a really hot team right now. I think, and I feel like our lines are really developing and getting a lot more chemistry, and especially the pickups I got from St. John's, I feel like our team is going to make a run up the standings. Already 2-up 2-0 this week. We shut out Valdor's first line tonight, except without Kovalev, but yeah. But I feel like we're a team to beat right now, and I feel like we'll make a run up the standings towards the end of the year.
I mean, you could also oh sorry.
No, go ahead.
You could also argue that like Valdor's fallen off the wagon recently. They're 5-5-0 in the last 10, so it's not the
I say
greatest
6-2
record.
2.
Yeah, but it seems like all the top teams in the queue are getting. I mean, they're getting that way. Like Drummondville, they're not. I mean, they're not doing too hot either. But it seems like it's probably because a lot of teams are putting their first lines against them, and they're getting. I mean, they're getting their third lines beat. It's just coming down to depth, and they need more like wins from their third line coming out of them. But yeah, you just got to develop depth if you want at the top of the league, especially if you want to stay
Domi,
up.
you got anybody?
I got a couple, but I'm gonna aim towards the bottom of the queue. Actually, more kind of near the middle. Gatineau Olympics. They started off awful. Demand of Black is definitely turning around. They're now 17-18 on a 4-game win streak. I've seen a couple 1-0 wins, so I mean there might have been a couple 4 in there, but Fact is, they are on a 4-game winning streak, and he definitely turned it around. He was basically right next to Shawinigan battling for last, and now he's up to 11th out of 16. So I mean, he's definitely fighting his way up.
Yeah, that team was very far under 500, and if they had won, I think at least 2 games, they would be over 500.
Yeah.
They're definitely a hot team. Of course, they're a better team on the road than home, even though it means absolutely nothing in virtual hockey. But
Dude, those commercial fans were getting us going, dude. We got pumped.
I take back what I said a second ago. It wasn't Valdor, it was Drummondville, my bad.
Yeah, but yeah, we got New Scary. I mean, they beat us. I mean, they beat us. I mean, I think it was 4-2, I believe. But no, they're a scary team right now. I mean, 8-2. That's, I mean, for a team that was so low, I mean, that's saying something coming up. I mean, they're beating top teams. They're scary.
We're gonna go into the not teams. There's 2 teams that I'm kind of wondering what the hell is going on, and it's the Cataracts and the Huskies. It kind of seems like they folded. I don't really know quite yet. I mean, the Cataracts look like they obviously have folded, losing 26 straight. The Huskies were number 2 at one point, and now they're number 15. That's a little bit ridiculous for me.
Yeah, well, with like the Huskies, like GM, that whole situation when they traded the whole team, I think they just lost faith in all their players, and also with Cataracts. I mean, I talked to their GM, and like, I mean, he's trying, he's just having a tough time with people not willing to play. Like, he came up and he had like 5 players, but like he had people not show up, and we were like, he was like, fuck it, let's just play scrims. So we scrimmed them, and I mean, it was fun, but I mean, I had to play for his team though, because I let my whole team just play. Yeah, they lost because of me, because I suck, but you know, that's just normal.
That's very true.
You know, I think a team that's not like a team that's been all season though is B's team, Sarnia. They're having the troubles with their team requesting trades, and their AGM's not available. He's off and on of their team, like, and their GM or their AGM, the fill-in AGM, Bogosian requested a trade, and a whole bunch of people are just not wanting on that team, and they just. I expected more from Major. I think a lot of people did as well. It's a second team of being management, and he had a decent run last season, and not the best, but you know he had a decent run, and really just a team that's been falling off the wagon the entire season. But I think Major, I've said this a lot, but I think he's going to make some changes. The changes needed to turn the team around, though.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just been. He knows what he's doing. I think he's had some rough luck.
It's just his team, yeah.
Yeah, he's just had rough luck, especially with bidding and just. I mean, I think also a big thing he needs to do is try to get rid of some of the inactive guys. I mean, if he has inactive guys, I mean, he has 49 people on his roster. He needs to start doing something. Maybe get some of those people removed if he has so many inactive people.
He's trying to do that, yeah. He told me he's trying to remove like half of his TC because they're never talking to him.
Yeah, I mean.
That's because he was an idiot and would take any TC players for nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, obviously, you're going to find an inactive guy. So, I mean, that's really his fault on that because oh, my God.
Yeah.
Like, he had, I think, at one point, like, 42 players just from people dropping TC guys off.
Yeah, like.
You don't think it's a little red flag?
Yeah, Adobe gave me, like, a couple TC guys, and I just really wasn't thinking, so I traded them away, too. I was just like, wait. What am I doing? Yeah, he gave me a good couple. Well, he gave me Presidente, and he's in my roster now because he's pretty solid. But yeah, like other than that, I haven't really used much of them yet. But
well, we're gonna go into our little predictions here on the top games of the week. For the OHL, I have North Bay versus Belleville. On this one, I'm going to have to give it to North Bay since I know Belleville is without Bullet for the week.
He's there still.
No, we're not. We played. He played the first game tonight.
Well, he's also his priority is AHL call up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can't play. He can't play 9:30 games. Is it 9:30?
He can play him as long as he's not scheduled for the AHL game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
say
he's
if
like off
scheduled
limits
in
for
the-
9:30 games, like all week.
What time is that game at?
I'll have to check it. I honestly didn't even I didn't even think about it.
I mean,
I didn't think it mattered.
I can
it's
tell you
8:30.
one thing.
It's 8:30.
There's a guy on that
Oh,
team.
then he's probably gonna play.
There's a guy on that team named IRL Neptune who talks so much shit for being a guy that's carried on the team by Bullet.
I noticed that today. All right,
He's been talking shit to me. Dude, don't talk shit to me. I'll talk shit back. I mean,
Dude, don't be
I
like,
understand there's people in the NHL and AHL that's gonna chirp me because I'm the fucking CHL GM. Whatever, let it go. Thing is, you have a new guy coming into the league who was on PlayStation. The only reason why he came over to Xbox is because this league. If you're gonna get carried by your center, don't be talking shit online. Last time I checked, this might have been a few days ago, I have more points than him by 4 or 5 games, and literally half my games have been on defense. Stop chirping, you fucking suck.
My issue with this kid is he talks about how he beats top lines and all this stuff, and
No.
how he feeds Bullet and stuff like this. I look at the stats today. Bullet has 64 points. This Neptune fucking idiot has 31. How are you feeding Bullet? You don't even have half his points.
I have 34. Like I said, I'm literally. It's changed now because I played. We have the game that was up today was played actually on Saturday because we couldn't play today, whatever. As of that game, I have 35 points, and literally 6 out of whatever 13 are on defense. And you're chirping. Makes sense. I mean.
And it was after one game he beat Kingston's top line. Like,
It's Kingston though. Like to be fair,
Yes.
Kingston's not the greatest.
exactly. Kingston is very inconsistent.
They're inconsistent. I mean, if they have playmaker playing, I mean, they have a better chance. I mean, they're still not amazing, though.
No. Look on the forums. I literally called him Nuke Freeman because that's what Nuke Freeman did in Season 4. He beat one team. I think it was actually your team that he beat, and he put up like 6 points or something like that. He talked all this crap on the forums. He got called up the next week. The dude didn't even average a point. He got banned. He gets banned, and he gets assigned right back to the I think it was Springfield. And then he ended up doing something because he got carried on that line.
That's just what happens though. Is like I think in the regular season, it seems like teams are throwing their first line against bad teams and their bad line against good teams. And the reason behind that is like the regular season doesn't matter. Like every single team's going to the playoffs. To me, that's one of the reasons why this league is a joke. I mean, CHL at least is a joke because the regular season doesn't matter. Everyone doesn't care until playoffs. So I mean, not like it.
I honestly think there should be a restriction considering we don't even have enough QMJHL teams to fit in the queue. We have 2 OHL teams in there.
Oh my gosh, that's so dumb, man. Like they could just switch them back.
Like it kind of bothers me because they could either be higher up on the standings or lower if they faced QMJHL talent, but they don't. So they're going by OHL standards into the QMJHL standards.
If they wanted to make this league identical to what CHL is, I understand, yeah, you got 1 through 16 in the queue, and that's what it actually is in real life. Not every fucking team makes the playoffs in real life.
And there's also 3 divisions in the queue too. There's 3 divisions.
Yeah, we don't even have divisions.
Yeah.
They had to take away the freaking Titans jerseys. It's one of the sexiest jerseys in the freaking
Titans are amazing.
Oh.
Those jerseys are great.
Exactly. Like, I saw that they took those out, and I'm like, okay, well, my life's kind of ended. Because, like, in the draft, the team draft, I was like, okay, they're still not picked. And then, like, it was, like, 2 picks before, and I'm like, all right, well, why the hell haven't they picked? Oh, well, it says on there who's available. Nobody's picked them. And it says under who they removed. Katie Bathurst. Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. I just got my hopes up for absolutely nothing.
And like there's at the beginning of the season there was like teams that picked human JHL teams, but apparently they weren't in the schedule and they had to get OHL teams. Like it's really messed up. It just is. And like all these teams in the CHL have different games played. Like some people have like one game played one night, two the next. Like I had a game when I was GM of St. John, and the schedule didn't fix. I took pictures of the game. Like they told us to play it because that's what it was supposed to be, and we played that game. I still have pictures on my grandma's phone, like from that game, and it's not even in the schedule yet. So I don't know.
AutoJet's been kind of lonely there. You okay?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I had my thoughts about how the league should have taken this season, but I don't know. I thought we could have done interleague and it would have been a more competitive season. I mean, I don't know. I think trying to make it realistic is just too. I mean, it gets to a point where it's like, what's better, competitive hockey or or the realism? Because like, if we had interleague play, it would have been a lot. I think it would have been a lot better, and only having like having the conferences split where we had like, if we had 32 teams, 16 from the O and 16 from the Q, and top eight in each conference make it, and they play the Q and you had a little Memorial Cup. But I mean, it gets to a point where
Yeah, I get that they want this to be simulation, but this league is literally the farthest damn thing from simulation.
exactly when you have two teams in the standings of a bracket that you're not even playing those teams, it gets kind of stupid.
Yeah, again, in a way, it's great that all teams make playoffs, but then there's also the fact where one seeds are going to be sitting there bored out of their damn mind when they're beating, like in the Q, as of right now, like in the Q. Right now, the Volts will be playing the Cataracts. That's going to be a sweep, and they're going to show up to games for absolutely no reason because no one's going to show. I honestly think that they should just add another week to the schedule and top 8 of the Q go, and for the O, you'd have to do top 4. Give it some type of competitiveness, because honestly, the only kind of competition there is going to be the 5 and 4 in the OHL and the 8 and 9 in the Q, and they're going to be riding off of that the whole time. Whereas the 1 seed could maybe get upsetted in the second round because they're not used to. They're going to be off on the competition.
The first few rounds of the Q would just be not even anything. Like the bottom 4 and maybe even 5 teams just aren't good. They just aren't.
Like, I mean, in like season 4, I mean, we're bringing this up, but I mean, like, I don't know. I think they try to give it because I mean, even though that Shikutami, I was on Shikutami as the goalie, and we ended up making a push to make it to the 3rd seed because we got our division. A 14th seed brought us to Game 7, and I mean, we played at least I played like shit because I gave up I gave up 25 goals in the 3 games I played. It was pretty bad, or at least something like that.
Back to the normal AutoJet stage.
I was gonna say it's not even much different from when you're playing forward, huh?
Well, actually, I'm back at D now, so plus minus a little up because the forwards are carrying me, but
Of course, I had to freaking change out of the queue.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you never know. I mean, these teams could, like, if there's any changes, I mean, these teams could end up bringing it back somehow, and I mean, getting a little bit more competitive. But I mean, you never know. I mean, anything can really happen. I mean, there's a long season left. I mean, there's still time to see improvements from some of these teams, like the Huskies and Shawinigan. So, yeah.
All right, we're going to go into our other predictions since we really got off topic there.
We really did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to go. Actually, no, I think we did. We do this one? No, we didn't. We did. We got the Armada versus Drummondville. I'm going to take Armada. 4-3.
Armada, the fact that like Drummondville's just fallen off the wagon, just like I'm gonna take Armada like 5-4. in the third period with like a late third period goal.
Yeah, I mean, I think Armani can take it. It just depends the lineup. I mean, if Dillo is playing, I mean, he needs just to come out because I mean, it seems like he's a really solid goalie, but I mean, he does have the potential to get lit up. I don't want to say lit up, but I mean, like, he does have the potential to get goals scored on him if he doesn't have the right lineup in front of him. Because I mean, my first line put 7 on him, and I don't know how much. I don't know how good Drummondville's. I mean, what lineup Drummondville's been on.
I looked at Dillo's stats, and his worst game is against you. Other than that, I don't think he's given up over 4 or 5 goals.
Really?
Yeah, he's at least consistent with that part.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know if he's
He has the
obviously always got
potential.
top defense in front of him or not.
Yeah. It just depends on lineups that they have, and I mean,
We need an I mean counter at the top when we start speaking. There's like fucking 14 of them right there. I'm gonna take the Volts by 1 actually. It's gonna be.
You're taking the votes?
I'm gonna take. Well, I mean, you got 3-0 right now. I am gonna go Volts, and I'm gonna say Patan plays that game too.
yeah,
Maybe.
it'll be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see.
Maybe.
Oh, that'll be very interesting.
Yeah,
Oh, Dolly, this is gonna be so much fun.
I'm calling the lineup: Buck, Baton, and Cribs on that line. Unless, yeah.
Just maybe. All right, now we are going to get, after I think about an hour into the show, what the end title says. We are going to get into the All-Star selections. Should we go Q or O first?
Go first.
Or that.
First is the worst. Am I right?
Hold on. We're gonna get over this right now.
Easy
You
there,
do
Mister.
know,
What? 2-8, 2-6. What's your record
Hey,
now?
hey.
hold on. You do
Wait.
know in All-Stars, the Q have yet to win a series, right?
Huh? Oh no, I did not know.
Yeah, see, yeah, look at them now. And the All-Star games, they got destroyed by the O.
If Breck was still in the queue, he would have said, "Oh, this is gonna be the year that the queue wins."
Oh, definitely.
You're
You know
right.
it. You know he would.
I could carry the Q. You know this.
Yeah, only if you made it to the Memorial Cup, actually. Breck.
You would carry the Q to the ground.
Probably, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, we're going O first. All right,
Oh, first, yeah.
here we go. All right, we got first line. We have playmaker.
Wow, I'm fucking behind.
Oh yeah, you really are behind. You okay? You okay?
I'm good. I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
Wait, where'd they put
Find
the...
what?
You said line 1 as if they already posted or something?
No, I got it. I made, well, actually, no, I didn't make the roster. I kind of adjusted.
All right,
the
let's see.
playmaker didn't want to do anything. All right, I got it. First line on the left wing. I got playmaker X7 out of Kingston. Centering that line, I have Bullet, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I have Nylander. He's got the stats on a pretty shit team. Sorry that you're the GM of that team, but you're at least doing well. Second, second like Holly Genetics. Hold on.
Oh, jeez.
I got Collie Genetics out of the North Bay in the second line, Nasty out of Peterborough, and G-Dollar Bills as well out of Peterborough. And then in the third line, the 2-time and now 3-time CHL All-Star, Brett Kesey out of London.
My God.
Mr. 9-0?
Oh,
right.
yeah, let's go.
And then centering me, I have ex-Boston 617 out of the Gulf. And then I have my fellow AGM, Stoner X95.
Nice. Wait,
He's begging for a shout out this fucking show.
Oh, that's right. He's never had a shout-out because you always get mentioned. There you go, Stoner. You got your first game.
Wait. Did I not hear the Kaiser on that list?
Dude, I'm not done.
Okay, I thought you did the third
He
line.
hasn't even said a third line yet.
No,
And
we're
that's
doing
still
4.
overrated.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's what I was confused.
Yes, we got 4. Right.
Okay.
All right, on the left wing, on the fourth line, we have Dash Phoenix out of Plymouth, And then we have your favorite player, Domi De Kaiser out of North Bay. And then Boondock Saint out of Oshawa. Boondock as well as Nylander put up numbers on a shit team. And actually, I can't say Oshawa's shit anymore because they've actually been pretty decent lately. All right, and then on the defense, we got Sprangy out of the Gulf. Saucy out of Ottawa. Kinky Troll 549 out of Kingston. And alongside his teammate is T. Briggs out of Kingston. I don't know how to say his name. Thief 17 out of North Bay. Swack out of the Gulf. And then we have Carr, thankfully, because he just got traded back to the Sioux. And then we have Keith X2 out of Plymouth.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
I just saw something on the forums. It's called CHL Behind the Scenes. I think that's why Major isn't
Alright,
here.
we were trying to not. We're not. No. We're
No.
not.
Is that the new media team?
No, shut up. Just shut up. Shut up.
Yes, thank you.
And they're trying to promote it.
No, we got this.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
How much they paying you, buddy? God, get out of here.
Alright, for the tendies of the OHL, we have Big Tendy out of Kingston, Jewish One out of North Bay, Bearded Puck out of Peterborough, and then the most prized prospect, J Money out of London. Alrighty. Any snubs? Anybody thinks? Obviously, Domi thinks Domi. So I mean,
I could care less, man.
Domi's really
I would like to say something.
not you. Don't say yourself.
No, hold on. Hear me out. Okay. I think I got snubbed because I still think the ban was just unjust. I mean,
You do know
you
I
can
have
call
my
it
clicker
what-
on eject, right?
Oh, what? You what clicker?
I have my button on eject to, kick you out of here. You want to stop? You want to continue?
Are you serious or are you joking around?
Oh my god. Hey,
What?
you've
You
been
really
banned. How can
A
you
guy
not?
that's been in TC his whole life is a snub from the All-Star game?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you would think that I
And you
would
got
put...
banned too because you're bashing people. I mean, come on now.
I wasn't. Who did I bash though? Like,
I'm not getting into your band,
Yeah,
dude.
we're
I'm
not-
not
we're
getting
not
into
doing
it.
I didn't bash anybody
Okay,
except maybe Brett, but that's different.
different subject. You're not
Yeah.
a snub. Well, because you haven't been playing long enough in the league right now.
Yeah, exactly. You don't even have to
Out of that,
you know,
this is your first week back on a regular roster. Off that topic.
playing... Oh, never mind. You're not... Oh, you are with Bullet, so you cannot talk. Don't be a Neptune.
Don't be a Neptune.
God.
But yeah,
Well, I got a little info from Facialize about Dillo. He's actually got a pretty serious issue and why he's on IR. Hope everything works out there, Dillo. Sucks to see you actually leave for a little bit. Any snubs? Any snubs on the O?
Well, I mean, my personal list was basically your list. I mean, I didn't. Everything's pretty good. I mean, it would have been good if I played alongside Sprangy, but I mean, I'm not too worried about it.
I thought about putting you on defense, but I didn't know if you would actually want to play defense.
I mean, it's my natural position, so I mean, I would, but I like playing
Yeah.
too.
Either way, you'll be a backup. Not a backup. What the hell is it? But like a backup makes it seem so bad. Reserve. There we go.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, there we go. I know backup's like, oh shit, you suck that bad.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Well, I'd say it's snub, but I'm scared that I'm gonna say one that was actually named in it and then just look stupid.
All right, what's your snub?
Okay. Well, actually, he's only played 5 games, but I mean, he's on Ottawa. He's a right wing. It's I Bine 17.
I thought about him, but I don't.
He's only played 5.
Doesn't seem right, yeah.
He's only played 5 games, but I mean that's like I've seen him play, and he's a really good player, and I've actually been trying to get him because my best friend plays on my line, and they've tried to get the guy that plays with him from me, and yeah, it's been a back and forth thing. But
If you want to talk about sketchy, fucking Ottawa 67 GM. Oh god.
dude, yeah,
Literally, I've had 3 different people assigned to my team who have magically can't play, are not available very often.
And then
And
he goes for a
says I
trade.
say that there's a trade request for that guy, and I traded away. I traded away to B Major, BB Prince, whatever the fuck he wants to be called. I traded to him, and I said, don't trade him to Ottawa.
He trades him to
Sure enough,
Ottawa.
they're on their team now, and
Fine.
they're all active.
Yeah,
Now they want this
people
guy
like
that's
that.
in the top club, and now he said he's not very available. So I guess he's going to sit in training camp all fucking season now.
You know what? You should hold on. If there's a person who's requesting a trade from for your team and he's just being a jerk about it, send him to Shawinigan and show him what's up, man. Like that's what you gotta do.
Okay,
No,
and
because first of all, there's no trade request. Second
exactly.
of all,
I was about to say that.
send him there, and then he's going to get traded back to the team and wants to go anyways, because other GMs are fucking stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, just for everybody, every GM, there are no trade requests.
Yeah.
There's no trade request, and if a guy is demanding, or if a guy is constantly trying to get somebody off of your team, there's a good chance he's actually good. So try him out.
For sure. There's a lot of people, yeah. That's like a big key I've learned out of my first year in GM. That is, I'm always wanted to do. If someone's gonna ask me for a guy that I've never seen, I always think to myself, why does this guy want him that bad? Yeah, and I mean, it's just like you gotta know. You just gotta think about it, because there's always a reason someone wants someone. So, yeah.
It's such a sketchy thing. I mean, honestly, if people can't play, then they should get banned. Like the GM should be able to have a message on there saying if they can't play, you ban them.
I'm not going to say the guy's name, but me, you, and Jay Money all talked about it the other day, and you know who I'm talking about. He actually said, he messaged me at night. He's like, I don't know why I signed up, or he said I signed up to get my name out there. Meanwhile, he is a veteran. If you want to get your name out, why aren't you playing games? So you're not available, but you're going to sign up for my team and not sign up for games. Dude, you're just going to get banned. I mean, there's no point.
Just that's my thing. Is if someone wants to play for certain someone, I mean, that's just what? What's the point?
Just go, please.
If you're signing up to play just for certain someone, that's not a good way to join a league. That's just I mean, you can go to a GM and ask them nicely, be like, hey, can I play? Can you maybe trade me to this one team? But I'd be like, I'm gonna try you out before I'm trading you there, because I'm gonna know what you're worth. Because I'm not gonna trade an all-star that I have never seen play for dirt, you know. And I mean, it's stupid, but I mean, you can actually get someone for something, because if a GM wants a guy so badly, he's a friend, he's gonna go out of his way to, get that person, obviously.
I honestly hate how protective some GMs are on their TC players. I had one instance with Blue Steel. He was a friend with Stiffy and Kadri. It was Weather Beasy. Every week I would ask him what he wanted for Weather Beasy. Mind you, he never ever played Weather Beasy, nor ever played with Weather Beasy. And he wanted a target audience for him. And I'm not stupid. That's ridiculous. Target audience is a top right winger in CHL. I'm not going to trade him when you haven't even seen Weather Beasy.
You haven't seen actually how he's played.
Exactly.
Okay, we've gone way off topic once again.
It don't matter. It's a good show.
That happens a lot on this show. I mean,
that's true. But yeah.
All right, we're gonna go Q.
Yeah.
Q JHL All Stars.
I honestly think Neptune was a snub.
Shut the fuck up. No, we're done. That kid's shit. We have already established that. Real challenge, Neptune. If you want to think you're good, carry Zach.
That.
Wait a second. Hold on. Wait.
Jeez, dude, that's like having a weight around your neck. That'd be tough. No, I'm kidding.
To be honest, though, if you can carry me, you're pretty good. I mean, that's just the brutal.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Neptune play with aged. Okay, their line is Bullet, Aged Mun, and Neptune. I want to see Aged Mun and Neptune play with a different center.
That would be
Tell
interesting.
me how that fucking works out for you.
It switches off between Mutton and Kobe Snipes. I noticed that.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put all three of those together, and we'll see. They can't fucking backpack each other. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, when you have 30 points and the top scorer on your line is double your points, you're not doing shit for your team.
I really
It's
hope
obvious.
he watches this show, man. I swear.
I do too. I don't care.
He's gonna get a tweet right after this fucking show.
Kids obviously
Yeah.
freaking
No,
bum.
that's
Like, you do not talk and average 3 points a game when you're facing the bottom tier scrub hunting.
Yeah,
Like,
I've noticed
not
that.
shooting my own horn or anything, but in the queue, I was literally facing top teams every week.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I didn't do that. I didn't face shit. I really didn't. I had St. John's for the first game of that. I played Valdor, Moncton, Drummondville. I got my ass kicked against Drummondville. And then I had Quebec's top line, who was at that time undefeated. I don't know if they are anymore. I mean, if you want to be good, face the top talent and put up points.
Yeah, I've noticed that Bullet's been playing like not very good teams. Like, didn't Bullet play the Knight, and didn't he play like who did he play? Like
Erie.
Lake Erie. Like nothing.
They
Like
bashed him like 10-2 though.
Okay, yeah. Let me call out Bullet for that too.
He's Lake Erie's 4th in their division. I mean, wow.
Okay. You have. Okay, we're all on Neptune. I had no problem with Bullet. Bullet's chill. I mean, that was my worst trade of my fucking life. What is to get him for Rami Rain, and then Rami Rain became fucking MIA, whatever. I definitely lost my train of thought. What was the
You
thing?
trade about Bullet. That's where you were left off.
Oh,
Trade.
okay. About Erie. Fuck you. He only plays the worst teams. I mean, I'm sure it's been said. I mean, he played once against us, and they squeaked out a 3-1 win. I'm not going to blame it on EA, but obviously that's the case that happened. But he plays Lake Erie. I think he got 10 points the first time he played Lake Erie. Another 10 points the second time he played Lake Erie. Dude,
He
I
has
understand you
14
want
at
to win
one
the scoring title. We'll play another fucking team.
Yeah, that's also one thing I don't like. Because a lot of people are like a lot of non-people, like, they'll go out just to play 4 points. Like, and I mean, it's annoying because, like, one time we had that forfeit, and they were like, wow, dude, I lost out a lot of points on that. And I'm like, you lost out on the points. What about the 2 points that we lost from that win? And people just don't understand that. And I mean, I know it's a virtual hockey league and people can be selfish, but everybody's end goal should be the same. And that's what I try to keep in with my team. Everybody's end goal should be win the Memorial, and then after that, you can think about yourself because you're most likely not going to be in the CHL. I mean, next season. I mean, it just gets to a point where people just get too selfish and they're not thinking on the main goal.
But like, if you follow the main goal though and you win the Memorial Cup, don't you think you'll get called up anyways? Like, even
Well,
no matter how
Defense
many
won, and
points
he's
you
on my
score.
team now.
Jesus. Yeah,
Well, that's a whole other story.
well,
It's
no,
not a
that's
different
true.
story.
I mean,
He played winning last season. He played winning against this season, and he cleared waivers and now is on my team.
yeah.
I mean, it's not that big a difference. Just because you win a Memorial Cup doesn't mean that you're good. It just means that your team was that good. You had all 3 lines clicking for you.
Yeah,
You go to the AHL and be totally different.
for sure. Yeah.
Okay, off topic again.
Okay.
Fun this way, though.
Wait, have we gotten to the
It
Q?
really is. We honestly have been talking about a lot of stuff, even though most of it's like complete.
This has ended up being a good show. It didn't seem like it was going to be that great at the beginning, but it's become pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't expect that one. I mean, considering this is really just supposed to be a wham bam all star done,
Yeah.
and now we're I think like an hour and a half in, and we only have gone through the O.
Okay, got to do the Q. Let's do
All
it.
right, here we go. Q. First line left wing, Dr. Dingle's PhD from Moncton, alongside Aichi from Moncton. And then my old boy, target audience. That will be one disgusting line, honestly. Oh my, that's a really good top line right there.
Sorry, oh.
And then we got Ducks on Quack from the Armada, alongside again Meyer Giant from the Armada, and then they have My Boy Stan. All right, in the third line left wing we have Presley from Victoriaville, Trediak from the Volts, and then Cribs from the Volts. Cribs you. I don't know if there's another Cribs. Someone said it earlier, but whatever. And then we have the Lone Soldier from Halifax, Drunk Soldier 92. His centerman is going to be Kovalev and from Valdor and Dirty Akbar 69 from Valdor. Left D. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say there should be a rule in the All-Star game where you can't play with somebody that's on your team.
That's a good idea. I mean, that's obviously what they're trying to do as like
Well,
Like a line full of like
You
5
said
Yeah.
2 from Moncton, 2 from Armada, 2 from Drummondville, all playing on the same line. You gotta switch that up. Make it so that you're not playing with somebody you used to. I mean,
Yeah.
you got the actual All-Star game. If everything is like real life, they don't play with each other. I mean, they play with people from different teams.
Yeah, you can see they're obviously they're putting a lot of thought into it to win when it should be
They
just
want to
a
finally
It's just
win
the
it.
All-Star game for crying out loud. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I
all it is.
I know,
Don't be
but
jealous, Zach. Come on.
yeah, it's not.
Well, maybe I'm just salty because I didn't make it, but whatever.
Yeah, you'll be crying in the corner on Saturday night. It's all good.
Hey,
Okay, hey! Take it easy on a
Don't
13-year-old.
Sorry.
Good lord!
I was kidding. Gosh.
Fly your ass into bed. Jesus
I'll
Christ.
be crying too, okay? That's what I was talking from experience.
Okay, they're negative 30.
Hey, actually, I think that's going to be up to a good solid negative 16 soon.
Oh,
And
someone's been finally winning
That's
games.
solid. That's
Hey,
solid.
hey, 2-1. Well, actually 1-2 because of a forfeit, but it was really 2-1 last week.
Why are you forfeiting games?
Okay, no, it wasn't it was a stupid mistake by me, and it
It's
was
all your fault.
yeah, it was really all my fault because I had to bring 3 guys up to finish out my schedule because a lot of guys just were just.
He didn't send
scheduled.
them down.
I didn't send down 3 guys that were doing it. I did, but it was after a game, so like it really shouldn't have been the forfeit. Should not have been against Drummondville, but it really should have been against Armada. But that's just totally another story because I called those players up after the Drummondville game, but they supposedly had pictures of the main roster before game time. But that's Buck and
How about those Q goalies?
huh?
Oh, I was talking to Brett. How about those QMJ goalies?
Yeah, we haven't even hit defense yet.
Okay,
Or that too, man. Fuck.
let's go.
All right, defense. We got my probably. I actually can't say my favorite D man out of Chicoutimi. We got Bernhard 88. Alongside him is going to be Diabolic Viper. Second lefty is Whirly 92 out of looks like Cape Breton. Really small logos. And then what do you know? Alongside him is Born to Run out of Cape Breton. Lefty again, Bone Smasher out of the Oceanic.
Oh,
This one's gonna be a tough one. And then we got out of the Cataracts, Seta. Wait a minute, hold on.
Sound it out.
No, it says something backwards. Suck me, Bill Gates, dude. That's great. It's literally backwards. Suck me, Bill Gates. Yes. Oh, that is great. Because everything is like uppercase and stuff like that, and it's backwards. I'm like, I look at it backwards and it says suck me. I'm like, yes.
yeah.
All right, and then fourth
He's on the
lefty.
cataracts. He might not show up though. Jeez.
Yeah, good point. All right, fourth lefty is Flash 65 out of Victoriaville, and alongside him will be Bill Pro out of Drummondville. And then here we go, the moment of them all. The goalies, Oil 31 out of Valdor, Clark out of Moncton, Mac out of Chicoutimi, and then Mates out of Victoriaville. Right off the bat, I have 2 snubs. One is Dillo. Dillo is the top goalie, without a doubt.
Yeah, if
In the
he's
queue.
available for that day.
Yeah, you do have a point there.
I bet he wasn't even. I don't think he was. He on Armada when they were doing the All Star selections though.
He's been here for a week.
Oh, okay. Well, I saw mine like
there
that.
for a week.
Yeah.
But either way, Mac. I mean, I no disrespect to Mac, but Mac isn't very good.
Yeah.
I think he has like a 72 save percentage. Winning percentage is not very good. And then another one is King Almighty. King Almighty, I used to love playing with because he's probably one of the best defensemen I've ever played with. He's shut down. And I think up until last week he was undefeated against top teams.
Yeah. I tried to get him in betting. Just you beat me out, sadly.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Anybody got a snub on this one?
Yeah, I do. I mean, again, I'm not trying to be biased, but the other guys on my like first line with Drunk Soldier, I mean, Pete Magnum and Magic. I mean, these guys, I mean, they're crazy good. Like when I got Magic in like random assignments, and I just saw like how he played when I played with him, I'm like, Jesus, what did I just get? And then, I mean, he's already gotten in 5 games. He has let me say this real quick. In 5 games, he had 24 points, and I mean, 6 of those were taken away. If you look at the stats, 6 of those were taken away from the Drummondville game. I mean, he put 6 up against Drummondville. He put 7 points up against Moncton. He lit up Dillo, putting 4 on him, and they have a little trash talk before the game, which was pretty cool, pretty funny. But I mean, like him, and then also Pete Magnum. I mean, these guys are like pretty elite players, and they play really well together. I mean, sadly, I mean, again with that whole that whole forfeit thing. I mean, Pete put 8 points against Drummondville. I mean, with Young Buck out there too, and Cribs. So I mean, he's been playing top teams too. So I mean, and he's a veteran in this league. He's been playing since season 6. So I mean, he knows what he's doing. I mean, yeah, that's what I gotta say about that.
I guess that's what I gotta say about that.
I fucking hate you, dude.
And he does the same accent with the whatever. He just
Hey, we're both from. I have a
Whoa,
little.
whoa. We're going to get to the bottom of this one. All right, Zach, I know you're 13, but you do know who that was, right?
What was Auto? That was Auto Jets.
No.
Accent and what I said.
Oh, please don't.
I have no idea.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. I love you, Jenny. Actually, no, that's more of like the ringer because I went retard mode there, but. Forrest fucking Gump, good lord.
I was running.
Hold on. You've never seen that movie?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I knew you said something wrong.
I haven't.
It's on Netflix, actually. Go watch that on Netflix.
It's a really good movie.
It is one of the best movies ever made.
That is for sure.
It's got like a PG rating, so you're allowed to watch it.
Yeah. If you see guns.
Hey, remember, he can watch PG-13.
Yeah. Be quiet, don't. Gosh.
Hey, you gotta ask your parents, okay?
Whatever.
Anybody else got a snub? Told me you were very boring on this shit.
I'm the cute. Well, I mean, Young Buck, and I mean, I guess you can consider him a snub. I know he didn't. He told me he didn't really nominate himself to be.
Supposedly there were restrictions and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like you couldn't have more than 2 people on the same team, but
Yeah.
there were 3 Chicoutimi players.
Yeah. I think I was a snub.
I think it should be like you can only have 1 for each team. That's the way I thought it should. That's why I thought it should be.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think. No, there shouldn't be restrictions at all. You're not an all-star if you're
Well,
forced.
then there'd be like 2 teams in the same. Then it wouldn't be an all-star game.
How would it be an All-Star game if
Yeah,
you
it
got the
would be an
best of the
all-star game if
best?
they're all-star. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'd be getting the best of the best. Don't have your
No, it would be a popularity vote. Like the teams would
No.
just pick their friend. That's what it would be. Like, don't
Exactly.
even try to tell me that it won't. That's
It's not true. I mean, that's what an all-star game really is, though. I mean, people vote on people. I mean, at least in the NHL, I mean, that's what they do. I mean, it really comes to the best people. I mean, the best people play on the best teams, and that's what it comes down to. I mean, I'm sorry to say, but there's no, like, people that are really that any better than anybody in Drummondville and Shawinigan. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, kind of just came out of nowhere.
Is your dog trying to suck you off or something?
No, she's trying to like get my attention because she wants to go do something. She wants to go out. And yeah. All right, can you lay down? Lay down for just like
Okay.
5 seconds.
Yeah, but those are my
Oh.
snubs since I'm pretty much the cute insider over here. Since, except Brick Easy, I guess, in a way.
I was
Yeah,
on
I
the
got
team for a little
I don't pay
bit.
attention to Q that much, so I don't really have much input on it.
Yeah, exactly. I really didn't have any idea on, except saying Neptune because it would make you guys mad.
Yeah, you're a little too bad for that.
Yeah. But,
Alright, I think that we are going to end the broadcast on that note. I'm obviously going to have to put a timestamp on when we started talking about the All-Star thing because, good God,
We just got off topic like 100 times the entire show.
we didn't even do trades, dude.
We didn't have time. Here we go. Here's the trade. Here is the trade of the week.
I already know.
What Domi did for me. What Domi did for me, easily.
Yeah, that's true.
And I mean, obviously, the not trade of the week would be the Sioux and Drummondville.
Yeah. Sure. Or all the stupid shit
Hello?
that St. John's did. Because St. John's pretty much
think-
just did all their good players.
I think the trend of the week is me to Belleville.
Oh,
Please?
God.
Yeah.
Alright, stop broadcast.
Okay.
We'll see you later, CHL.